Hola guys, welcome back to another edition of What's Poppin' the podcast on 93.9 WKYS. I, of course, am Deja Perez. And today I am joined by, he's my brother from an extension of being the brother to my sister. But this is Lance. Tell everyone about yourself.
Hi, I'm Mahadeo Lance of ML Imaging. I'm the CEO and creator of It Grows Products and organic hair care specialist in DC.
So, now, you actually went to school for, it starts with a T, but it's the study of the scalp. What's it called again?
I started at Towson University as a bio pre-med student and then went into trichology.
That's the word I was looking for. Yes, I never remember that one. Okay, so explain to people who are not familiar with what trichology is.
Trichology is a special branch of science where we just focus on the study of skin and scalp conditions. Kind of like dermatology, but only for the scalp.
Oh, okay. So that led you to then creating your own products.
Well, we would have to start a little further.
Back
up a little bit. My godmom survived breast cancer twice, and seeing her lose her hair and the transitions from losing it, regaining it, and kind of struggling to get it back, and the transition of her emotional state kind of got me in the mode early as a kid, maybe about 13 years old, trying to put things together and play in her hair, as they would say earlier.
Right.
But I was a professional at 9, you ask me.
I know that's right. So when people lose, I'm sorry to interrupt you, when people lose their hair from cancer versus like stress or medicine or another reason of them losing their hair, does it grow back the same, or does the texture change, or does that depend on the individual person?
It's important to know that cancer doesn't make you lose your hair. It's the
chemo.
Medicine, yes. So it's once you're off of the chemo, a lot of times, well, the newer forms of chemo, your hair will grow back. But they have some that make permanent damage. So it can grow back 9 times out of 10 it will, especially given a really good system and someone who knows how to work with like the damaged skin.
Okay, so one of the other things, I'm going to ask you 1,001 questions, but one of the other things that I wanted to ask you is, because my hair falls out, like, so, and it's not just about me, but sometimes, like, there was a period in my life where I was super stressed out, right, and I felt like I was one of those cancer patients from the Lifetime movies where it was, like, falling out I would wash my hair today, and it would be clumps of it, and then I would wash it again tomorrow, and it would be clumps of it, and I'm like, I can't grow hair fast enough to replenish what's losing. So, but when I went to the doctor, they were like, oh, it's just stress, it's fine. And I'm like, it's not really a good enough answer, and I don't know if it's going to grow back. So what are some of the other things that would cause people to lose hair?
There are 8 main sources of hair loss. It is dietary.
Really?
Yes. Environmental factors.
Okay.
Medicines.
Okay.
Along with hereditary conditions, mostly.
Okay. So, go back to the dietary one. What's that mean? Like, I can't have what?
It's not that you can't have. You want to eat a nice balanced meal, balanced kind of lifestyle. Lots of water, lots of green vegetables, omega-3s and 6s, fatty acids are very, very important to a very thick, full mane of hair.
Okay, so if someone loses their hair, other than like a chemo situation, like stress, genetic, whatever, if I use some of your products, even though, let's say, my mama and my grandmama are balding, right? If I use these products, will I be able to reverse that?
Well, these products may not reverse hair loss, but they work with a healthy follicle to continue or elongate the growth phase. Each hair on our body has a different phase in which it grows in a different speed. So the hairs on our head grow a lot faster and longer than our eyebrows, our pubic, and eyelashes. You could just imagine.
No, I don't want that.
Exactly.
I don't want that, yes.
So these are engineered, well, this line here is engineered specifically for a wide range of people to elongate the growth phase of hair.
Okay, so explain to me the products. What do we have here?
Starting closest to you is a co-wash.
Okay.
That's a cleanser for hair like mine or coarser, tighter. Anybody who has drier hair, maybe a flakier scalp.
Okay.
It cleanses without removing a lot of the
natural oils and stuff.
The biometric barrier. It's a microbiome on the hair itself. Like just like our skin produces oil, our scalp produces something called sebum.
I know something. All right, go ahead.
Which is not all great, but we need to keep the healthy layer of it, or the oils that it creates on our hair, while removing the DHT. So this is a DHT remover while not messing up the microbiome.
Because with the sebum, like, basically sometimes people's follicles get clogged with the sebum, and that's what's preventing growth.
Absolutely.
Okay, I know a little something. All right. What else we got?
You don't know what track. So then we have the shampoo and conditioner. That's shampoo.
Okay.
And that's conditioner. And these are just basic, not so much basic, but the traditional ideas of shampoo and conditioner without parabens and
Or
sulfates.
Okay.
Completely organic.
Okay.
So you may not see the very thick,
lathery.
Well, we do have a very concentrated lather, but it won't have a very viscous feel to it. So most store-bought shampoos are very thick to give you a luxurious feel, but we don't notice that it leaves a soap scum on because it's so thick
on the hair shaft
on the
itself.
hair shaft itself, and it doesn't incorporate through, especially if you have more textured hair. You know, you got that good. Shut up. But the tighter your hair gets, it's harder to make sure that you get it through thoroughly cleansed.
Okay.
So this is a low viscosity, high slip product, especially for tighter hair. Everybody with tight coils knows what good slip will do for you.
Okay, what else we got?
In front of that is the Magic Elixir. I call it vitamins, but everybody calls it a scalp detox.
Okay.
It's a spray cleanser. You can use it in tandem with anything that we rinse away in this product line, and it deeply cleanses the pore. So it goes in to remove that DHT and sebum that can be locked inside of the pores, kind of like how we get a whitehead on our face. We can get sebaceous glands full on our scalp to where there is an inflammation. So you won't see hair growing in, and if you touch it, it'll hurt and it'll be raised. Absolutely.
Okay.
This removes all of the buildup inside, and it also has an antifungal, antibacterial included in it. So once you use it, you'll actually feel those things kind of dying and pulling out.
Now, is that something that you would use daily, or is it something you would incorporate like once a week in your like?
Depends on the person.
Okay.
So if you're very active, or if you have a very active condition of the scalp, so if you have the inflammation, I would use it every day that you rinse.
Oh, okay, good to know. All right, and like if let's say I work out a lot. Let's say that if I were to sweat a lot, right? Then I would probably need to use it every day. Okay.
It's very safe. Again, everything's completely organic, and you could actually drink it if you wanted to. It's an apple cider base.
Okay.
And then it's fermented rice, some teas, and a few extra ingredients.
That we're not going to tell you about.
Some proprietary information.
I'm here for that. Okay, what else we got?
And this is a leave-in conditioner. This is actually going home with you. That's why I didn't put a label on it.
Okay.
I actually formatted this for you last time I saw you. I took a look at your hair and your color, and I made this for you for the summer. So this has a natural SPF in it, and it's also going to get your curls
You need
on
to
and
put
popping.
SPF in your hair?
It sees the sun, doesn't it?
Bitch, I didn't know that.
Hair and fingernails are made of the exact same material. So the same cancers that you can get from melanoma, you can also get a melanoma of the nail. You can get a fungus of the nail. You can get a melanoma, well, maybe not the hair. The hair is actually a byproduct of our body, so it's, it's not a living part of us. But the scalp can still receive all of the damage.
I did not know that. Okay, we're all learning today. Okay, what else we got?
These are two of our best sellers, and this is our It Grows spray, and all of my ladies call it liquid gold.
Oh, I like that.
Very lightweight moisturizer with the gold label, and with the green label is a glosser. That's our ultralight moisturizer. It's not so much to moisturize the scalp, but to keep the strands supple and pliable.
So will this make it not frizzy when it's humid?
Absolutely. This is an anti-humectant, SPF, and a pliable barrier between heat. The other is a moisturizer with all of the benefits of glosser.
Okay, what else we got?
Then we have our most concentrated formula. This is one you got to touch to believe. Oh, if I can get it open. This is our most concentrated solid moisturizer. It's 100 degrees outside, so it's loose right now.
It smells amazing. Oh, okay.
Not only is it great for our skin and hair, it's also, I've learned from clients that it gets rid of birthmarks not birthmarks, stretch marks from giving birth. I have a couple of clients
What else does it get rid of?
Okay, that's
just regular stretch marks? Like non-giving birth stretch marks just because I'm fat stretch marks?
Tones the skin by giving it everything it needs. Very hot. Okay, that's going on with you too. I'm here for it. It gives the skin everything it needs and then some. So it really goes above and beyond. I got you.
Yeah, because I'm special needs. I'm sorry.
This is our liquid form of that. More so for lighter hair.
Great.
So I make everything in stages.
Okay.
Because everybody has a different need. Your hair is much lighter in weight.
Right.
So this is something you could use to moisturize the scalp without weighing your hair down. If you have very light hair or very not dense hair, you don't want to put something that moisturizes your scalp and makes you look like a grease ball.
Right, because I find that, like, depending upon the product that I use, my curls might be curly, but then they're like
flat.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants that. Okay. What else we got?
This
smells
is
great. I'm sorry.
curly. This is another leave-in conditioner, more generic, I would say, in the line that it works for anybody with type 4 hair. People, the hair range chart is kind of ambiguous and vague, but this works with anybody who needs moisture and curl definition.
Okay. So I wanted to ask you a question because, you know, a lot of our ladies wear, you know, either weaves or sew-ins or whatever. And I feel like there's a huge community that doesn't teach good, like, weave etiquette, for lack of a better way to say it, right? Because that's why people are losing their edges and whatnot. So what would be the appropriate age for someone to start wearing hair?
The sordid topic of age. I think that there's not a particular age that you should start, maybe more a feeling that a young lady has.
Okay.
Like seeing my godmom survive it and lose her hair, it was more of the shame she felt or the just not sure of herself.
Right, the confidence piece of it.
The confidence.
Yes.
So if you're a young lady and you're around 500 other girls at school with long hair down their back and you don't have any, you know, you're going to feel some type of way. I would definitely bring that young lady in the shop and give her a little hair. I would make it age appropriate.
Right.
But more importantly, it's that it's in there correctly. I mean, you want to go to a licensed professional and someone who's more interested in the hair of your hair than the look of your weave on top of it.
Oh, okay.
That's what's most important.
And so why do, pardon my naivete, but why do people lose their edges?
I mean, there's a plethora of reasons. Some of it can be hereditary.
Okay.
Some of it can be from poor product use. But I think what you're specifically asking is like from tension alopecia.
Yes.
From having the thread, the needle, the braid underneath with hair added in. A lot of times ladies are allergic to canencolon, which is the popular braiding hair, and they don't know it. There's a chemical coating on this synthetic, first of all, it's a synthetic fiber.
Okay.
And there's a synthetic coating over top of it to make it slip on your fingers and not cut into your skin.
Oh.
So a lot of times girls will use it straight out the pack and not know they have an allergy and think it's just itching. And they'll wash it and continue to open up the pore and allow that chemical to go into it. Every time you heat up the hair or use water on it, that synthetic coating is getting into your skin, which is a porous environment. Our skin is not something that stuff just comes out of. Things go into it too.
Wow.
A great step to take if you're going to be using canencolon hair is to soak it or spray it in some apple cider vinegar and water 50-50 mix and just let it sit and dry overnight and then use it. It breaks down that chemical barrier and it makes the canencolon a lot safer for your hair.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, call me Viviana.
Yes, I'm here for all of this. Yes. Okay, so this is just one of the lines that you offer, right?
Well, this is ready to ship line for every day and for anybody.
Okay.
I also make everything custom. So if you wanted a custom line of products, like I met with you and I went over and assessed your scalp and hair, then I made a few things just for you. You could go to my website at itgrows.com and fill out a questionnaire, and I could formulate based on your geographic location, your heritage, which people don't think about when you think about products, where you are from ethnically makes a big difference on your reaction to the type of things in each product.
Why?
I am lactose intolerant.
Okay.
So if I use a product with dairy in it, my body will not metabolize it the same.
Even if it's
so like if it's goat's milk, which because our skin is very porous, if I put milk on top of it, I will be ingesting milk.
Oh, I never
It'll
thought
be in
about
small
that.
quantities.
Yeah, but I never
it's
thought
still
about
the same
that.
thing. And goat's milk is great for hair. It's great for softening the cuticle of each strand. But for me specifically, it's not good to go on my scalp.
Huh.
So small factors like that we don't think about as a consumer. We open it, smell it, and rub it in.
Right. Oh, it works.
And it works. But taking it to the healthcare part of beauty is kind of my focus.
Wow. Okay. So what would you say is one of the main things that women come into the salon with an issue with?
I wouldn't say it was one main specific thing. A lot of times women come into the salon knowing who I am before they meet me.
Gotcha.
So I kind of play the guessing game with them.
Okay.
They already know what they want. They don't know what they need. They want to walk out with that, popping,
absolutely,
flowing hair.
Right.
And my goal is to make sure that within the time that I see them and the next time that they begin to enjoy the hair underneath or the hair that they don't show eventually to the point where I don't even need this weave anymore.
Okay.
I mean, it looks really good. It's easy to maintain.
Right. But I don't need it.
He's grown my hair out.
Gotcha.
I've had clients come in specifically to wear weaves and, I've satisfied them, but over time shown them how we can get their hair healthy and how to maintain it on their own. And now they're wearing their own.
Luscious and long and
years.
fabulous. Wow, God bless you. So with someone with any type of 4C type hair, right, what would be the regular, what should their hair care process be? Like, do you shampoo once a week? Do you shampoo once a month? Like, what should that be?
That's going to be different for each person.
Really? So it's not based on the texture of your hair?
Nope. It's based on you as a person. It's based on multiple factors. The texture of your hair definitely plays a part in it. The tighter your curl pattern is, the less likely you're going to get that sebum and oil to stretch down into the longer pieces of your hair. So you'll have much drier hair at the ends and much oilier hair at the root.
Okay.
If you're working out, like you said, if I'm
working out.
Because I'm working out all the time.
I like that. Okay? We'll go with that.
Hello. Because I'm working out all the time, I need to maybe rinse the hair more often with a co-wash, something that cleanses the scalp but doesn't remove that oil layer on the hair itself.
Okay.
So every factor is going to play a part. And if you're in a cold environment, you're going to get a lot more chapped on the strand and on the scalp a lot quicker than a warm or humid environment. So even if you have a certain regime here in DC, when I travel to Brazil, I have to change that to make sure that my skin and scalp, is getting what it wants, is nourished.
Okay, fantastic. So what services are offered at the salon?
Everything.
Okay.
With full service.
Okay, and where is the salon located?
It's in Hyattsville, Maryland. I'm sorry to say, though, the salon is we're a boutique salon.
Okay, what does that mean?
It is a very intimate space and a very few select number of clientele, and I have unfortunately booked out all of 2019.
Must be nice. All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Lisa.
Right, won't he do it?
Won't he? Okay. But, I have some times where I can, fit a few people in here and there. Luckily, my recidivism is on
1,000, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So if someone has questions, so I go on your website, I fill out this questionnaire, I don't know what's going on with my hair, right? It's just a whole entire ass mess. And I go out and I fill out your questionnaire as best as I can. Is there a way that I can contact you if I have questions, or would you call me before you start making products? How does that work?
Before you start on a custom line, I would probably start with the system here.
Okay.
And I make myself as available as I can.
Right.
Mostly through email.
Okay.
A lot of ladies send me detailed information so I can have it written, and then I can go back and refer.
And reference it. Got it. Okay, fantastic. So give everyone your social media first and foremost.
I'm at Mahadeo Lands. That's MahadeoLanz. That's on Instagram, Facebook, all of them.
Okay, so where's the website that everyone can order this stuff from?
The website is itgrows.com. That's ITGROWZ, that's a Z.com.
Fantastic. Okay, so did we not touch on anything that we were supposed to touch on, or did we get everything?
I think that's everything. Okay, well, and if not, I'm always here.
Okay. Because I told you, he's my brother from another now. Okay. But thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. And thank you. We're going to talk more about this as soon as the cameras go off, because I got a whole situation going on that I need you to fix. But on to you. Thank you guys for joining us for another edition of What's Poppin' the podcast on 93.9